Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Hi, this is Dave Callahan, creator of Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
And this is Peter Atencio, the director of Jean-Claude Van Johnson, and you're listening to the Real Nerds Podcast.
Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast of Denver Pop Culture Con 2020, and also recently announced Top 10 Nerdtastic Podcast in Denver by Denver Westward. Mm-hmm. And you know what even makes it better?
And trick-or-treating houses.
Yep, and
Target.
And trick-or-treating houses from Target. What even makes it better is she took my description of myself and used it in the article, so...
Yeah.
My word pun where I said realer and I
Holy Nightcracker, everyone!
Holy Nightcracker?
yeah, Nightcracker.
That's racist.
I thought he said Nutcracker, but
so that was really actually kind of cool, totally unexpected, and it wasn't even a write-in, as someone actually did research and picked us for it. So I mean, now we're actually award-winning. We're a top 10 podcast.
I've never been a top 10 of anything. This is fun.
Being listed as an award now.
It is. It's top 10, so technically...
Critics' Choice Awards sometimes do a top 10. The National Board of Review does a top 10, so that's technically an award.
It wasn't numbered, though, so we don't know if we're 1 or 10.
We're 2 because Motherfucker in a Cape was above us, and we were right after that, so I'm just going with that.
So that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense.
Because it's not in alphabetical order, so...
Nutcracker.
And The Four Realms in theaters last year?
Was that only last year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I want an oral history on how that production happened, because it just seems way too intense and crazy. If they needed 2 directors to finish it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, cool. Thank you, Denver Westward, for
totally unexpected.
Now, should we
Ashley's are public on all shows and butts.
That's funny. I don't know.
Crows and Nuts?
Crows and Nuts.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, that's his artistic special on Netflix, Crows and Nuts. It's the sequel to Wieners and Farts.
So, if you listen to the show over the last 5 years, as Kellen gets older, it's harder and harder to make him stop doing stuff because he's 5 and he doesn't care. Mm-hmm. And it's not that he's, being naughty. It's constantly repeating yourself till you want to die. And then you'll come home and you'll be hanging from a rafter. And they're like, why did he die? Oh, because he asked his kid to pick up his jacket 357 times. And it just wasn't happening.
Wait a minute.
Kellen, please stop. Can you please stop?
There's nuts all over your house.
Kellen, go pay for your toys that I bought for you.
Take the chair away.
I'd say he would outgrow it, but look at me.
Yeah, it's hard because he's not being bad. He's just being a kid.
He's just being a kid.
And it's getting. You think as they get older, they'd be easier to entertain, but it's getting tougher. And you just
draw a Goonies map and tell them there's a treasure buried.
I mean, it was 2 weeks ago. So I also work out of the school, and I was walking by his classroom, and they have this activity room, and he was lying against the chair, just kicking the bookshelf. And I don't know why he was doing it. Every other kid was playing, I think, Duck, Duck, Goose or something. And there was Kellen on a chair, kicking the bookshelf repeatedly.
He might be testing the integrity of the wood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or I would be crazy in all the puppet jokes.
So, Ryan, what does a Denver Westward Top 10 podcast do every week? What kind of things would we do?
We see a movie and we podcast our experience of the world. This week we went to the sneak preview of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Snoogans. Stay tuned to the end of the show where we will spoil the film and tell you if you should see it or not. We also talk about movies we see throughout the week, movie news, and also we're a top 10 podcast in Denver. I don't know if you guys read the article. And also movies are coming out on Blu-ray.
We also sometimes comment on people who look like they shit in their cereal. Bung!
Yes. So stay tuned for that.
Right on. Cool.
Also, Corinne called in, and she called in at Catching the Classics. This week, she is talking about Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Hoosiers.
Hey nerds, Corinne here for part 30 of Catching the Classics, where I watch famous and popular movies I've never seen before. And because this is part 30, at the end I'll do a quick one-sentence recap of all the movies I've watched from parts 21 to 29. But first, I'm going to be reviewing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Hoosiers. Yeah, you get a doubleheader this week. So, let me tackle Cat on a Hot Tin Roof first. It's been a few weeks since I've seen it now, but I just remember it being very melodramatic and the dialogue being kind of stilted sometimes. It makes sense because it's based on a Tennessee Williams play, but yeah, it was a little jarring at first because you kind of get everyone's emotional baggage all at once, but then eventually you kind of see how that can lead to some pretty good and emotionally connected scenes with like the main character and his dad there toward the end. And I mean, it was okay. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it though, but I don't know if I'd ever watch it again. But it was fine. The performances were great. Even the actors who played the kids were appropriately annoying. You know, they're supposed to be annoying. But yeah, Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman did a great job. Everybody did a great job. So I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. So now for Hoosiers, as most of you probably know, I'm a huge college basketball fan. And so this was kind of nice to watch a college, or not a college basketball, but just a basketball movie. Oh man, I need it to be basketball season already, you guys. I miss it so much. Anyway, but yeah, it was kind of nice to watch a basketball movie, but oh yikes, that first third, the first half or so was pretty rough, pretty slow, and I don't know, it just wasn't well paced, and I felt like it was just kind of awkwardly done. That it was just like kind of a lot of the same stuff over and over again of like, he's not welcome in the town and everybody's like really mean to him and nobody wants to give him a chance. And so by the time we got past the town hall meeting, which, side note, I'm pretty sure a town cannot vote a school employee out of their job. I've never seen or heard of anything like that. I think the school board could do it, but not the fucking town. Anyway, but yeah, so once we got past the town hall scene, where Jimmy comes in and he's like, hey, you know, I'll play if Coach stays, but if he goes, I go. And then of course everybody immediately changes their vote, which, yeah, I guess I didn't understand why Jimmy all of a sudden was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to start playing, and I want to play for this guy specifically. I mean, there wasn't really any build-up for that, so I guess he did it because he appreciated the coach, like, giving him space or something. Yeah, it wasn't really addressed. Anyway, so once they got past that, you know, and they start really getting into the sports movie rhythm, it was predictable, but it was also engaging, and I was invested. The kids who play the basketball players all did a great job. And, oh yeah, Barbara Hershey's in this. It's kind of weird because I've just been rewatching Once Upon a Time, and she's a recurring guest star in that in the first and second seasons. And so it was like, oh my gosh, Barbara Hershey. She does a great job. She doesn't have much to work with, but what she does have, she does a great job with. So, yeah, and that's mostly just being a love interest to Gene Hackman's coach. But I mean, they're cute in their scenes together, I guess. I didn't like hate the romantic subplot, but I didn't love it either. It's a basketball movie. Let's watch some basketball here, people. Yeah. I actually really liked this side plot with Shooter, and it's to the point where when he comes in to the sectionals and he's drunk, and I was like, oh no, Shooter, no. So I was really invested in that subplot, and honestly, I thought he was a more interesting character than the actual coach was. But yeah, it's like I said, the ending is predictable, but I felt really, really bad for like all the players in the state championship, because the photographers, like, their cameras keep flashing constantly. And I'm like, especially for the kids from, the small town, the main kids, like, they are probably not used to all these cameras all the time. And of course, nowadays you go to a basketball game and nobody's using their flash because, our cameras are way better. But it's just like, oh my gosh, like, could you imagine trying to make a shot and then like 50 cameras all go off at once? Shit. Oh, and side note, the team they play in the state championship seems to be an integrated school. And if Remember the Titans has taught me anything, that school, because it was an integrated school in the 1950s, they probably didn't have like a great time. They were probably facing some challenges of their own, mostly being racism, but yeah, yikes. So, but I felt bad for that team at the end when they lost. It's like, yeah, I'm excited that the main guys won, but on a last second shot like that, that's why you love March Madness. Even though this was high school, but same principle. Anyway, so I'm gonna give Hoosiers 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it more than Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, but I don't feel like it's out of 4. So if we have to do the full star system, I'll say a 3, but I think a 3.5 is good. So let me give you guys the quick rundown of everything I've watched from parts 21 through 29. And everything is based on the 5-star system, so just keep that in mind. First up, Dr. Zhivago. Pretty solid historical fiction romance. 4 out of 5 stars. Top Gun. I am not the target demographic for this movie. 3 stars. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Some parts are funny, but the emotional core doesn't land like I would have wanted it to. 3.5 or 4 stars. Room with a View. Weird, but funny, and has a talented cast who gives amazing performances. 4 stars. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. A movie that keeps you entertained with its style, action, and premise. 3.5 or 4 stars. Top Hat. For me, it works better as a comedy than it does as a musical. 3.5 or 4 stars. Rocky. Lackluster as a character movie and disappointing as a boxing movie. 2 stars. Grave of the Fireflies. Depressing, but a very well-made movie about how war can devastate even the most innocent of people. 4 stars. Gremlins. Delightfully fun overall, but a bit dark and disturbing. 3 or 3.5 stars. So, a couple things of note. I will be posting this recap of parts 21 through 30 on the website here in a couple weeks. The recaps for 1 through 10 and 11 through 20 are already up on the website, so go check those out. I did start catching the classics about 1 year ago, so that's why I'm trying to get caught up on all these things now. I also started a dedicated Twitter for catching the classics, so if you kind of want to see me watch them kind of in real time, sort of, or at least get a sneak peek of what I'm watching and what I think of it, you can give me a follow. It's at Catching Classic, so no S at the end, just singular, at Catching Classic on Twitter. And I'll also be posting links to different articles that I post. And I will be posting some more articles, not only about catching the classics, but about some other stuff here in the coming weeks. So make sure to keep up with realnerdspodcast.com. Go check out my stuff on there, everybody else's stuff. Ryan did some great posts for the Telluride Horror Show. So give that check that out. And so for part 31, I will let you guys pick again. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. See how it goes. I will let you guys choose between Superbad and Bad Boys. So the poll should be up for that. Go vote if it's still open. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it sober, but I will review it tipsy. Not drunk, because we don't get drunk in my house, but I will review it tipsy, which should make for some interesting shenanigans. So, thanks, nerds, for playing these on the show. Thanks for everybody for listening, reading the posts on the website and everything. And like I said, give me a follow if you want at Catching Classic on Twitter. And I'll talk to you guys next time with either Superbad or Bad Boys. So, hope you had fun at your movie this week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
So, you know what sucks? College basketball, Corinne. No one cares. And you know what else is really funny about that? Is Kansas even going to be able to play in the tournament this year? Because they got all those penalties by the NCAA. So I don't know. So I guess the only way Kansas can win is by cheating.
Wow, shots fired. I don't even know what's going on.
The only thing I remember about Hoosiers was
Man, I wish I could cheat like Bill Self and still have a job. Huh? You out there, Corinne?
Oh, man.
Now, the only thing I remember about Hoosiers is Dennis Hopper got an Oscar nom for it.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know.
I actually she didn't like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I did.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It is.
It's one of those movies where they say the title in the movie. Like, I feel like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yeah. I mean, she's right. I mean, there is some melodramatic moments to it,
but it's that era. It's those actors. It's that time and place. We're still exploring how emotions can go, man.
Yeah, but it's still fun. Brad, have you seen either of those films?
I haven't.
No.
But I fully endorse her watching Superbad, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I already voted for it.
Yep.
I put it up like a minute ago, and I already voted for Superbad.
Okay.
Superbad.
Because I'll let our listeners in on a secret. Bad Boys sucks dick.
That's why we're the top 10 podcast.
Yeah, because, well, here's the thing. It's one of those movies that has this huge following, and I never understood it.
It's overrated. That is for certain.
Yeah, I mean,
it's well made, like technically, like visually, like it looks nice, but it's Michael Bay.
All Michael Bay movies.
Yeah,
technically, he knows how to make films.
Yeah, I mean, like I have no problem making Michael Bay cry if he's listening to this.
No, I think Michael Bay can direct the hell out of action.
Oh, I know he can. I've seen it before. I wish he would do it again. And wait, he's doing that. He's got that Ryan Reynolds movie coming to Netflix, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see what he does with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Thanks, Corinne.
Yeah.
You can vote on Superbad or not Bad Boys, and
thanks, Corinne, for submitting 30 Catching the Classics. Like that's
you can follow her at Catching the Classics on Twitter.
Her own Twitter.
Yeah.
Brad, shall we go around town
Let's start
you?
at that Excite Bike.
How does the Excite Bike music go? Dun, 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 dun.
It's what I just played.
Oh, you playing it? Sweet.
You're not listening to the episodes? Okay.
When's the last time you played it?
It's 2 weeks in a row I've put it on there.
I haven't listened to episodes in 2 weeks.
It's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's
Dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Sweet.
Sweet.
See, now you don't need me to sing a theme song anymore because you picked a way cooler one.
Yeah. I might do my old voiceover over it though. So
Cool.
maybe not today because I
You got to
can't
do it in tune with the music and what like.
control the background noise at all.
Brad's going around town.
Also, a top 10 podcast with like obnoxious background noise.
He's not obnoxious. Come on, Brad.
He was banging the chair.
I know. You gotta learn patience, my friend.
Why I can't, you can? Never mind.
It's like he's not obnoxious. He's just a voice.
Oh yeah, what's going on around town?
Waiting for you.
This week at the drive-in is the last weekend of the drive-in
Boo.
for the season.
Boo, snow.
Yeah.
Boo,
Didn't even make
weather.
it to Halloween, but
Boo, Christmas.
yeah, financially makes sense not to add more movies. So you can see 47 Hours, Joker, and
Rambo Last Blood.
Rambo Last Blood.
Yep.
A
A
close
grim,
out the season.
a grim lineup. A grim lineup.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then the Midnight at the Esquire is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, October 25th and 26th, I guess.
God, pick something else.
Do the time warp again, guys. The Halloween show's supposed to be insane.
I think it's so amazing that how many times that how many people go.
Yeah, every month,
It's
man.
unbelievable.
Yeah. I've never been to their performance of it, but yeah, it's just amazing. You know, ever since I've been paying attention to the Esquire, it's been going on.
Oh yeah, no, it's
So,
yep.
Yep.
but yeah, the midnight lineup though is like, it's been Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. This, like, I just want to see different
Yeah.
horror movies. Like those are like the
I always
popular hipster horror movies.
I've always said if we could ever get Real Nerds Presents, I would do Friday 13th Final Chapter or
Yeah, they're actually doing Friday the 13th in December.
the original.
The original, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that one like 5 times.
Yeah.
In movie theaters.
Yeah, like I want some deeper cuts, weirder cuts.
Yeah.
You know, like
The only time they've done deeper cuts is when they choose to make fun of it for Mile High Horror, which I don't mind riffing on a movie, but like show it without the riffing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But like there's tons of like Scream Factory titles
Oh,
that
yeah, no, I
would make
agree.
great midnight screenings. I'm sure there's probably rights issues or whatever, but
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could get any film if you wanted it.
the Hitchcock screenings that we were going to at the Chez Artistes, the theater manager said that dealing with the distributors has been a nightmare lately, but
Yeah.
she wouldn't go into why.
especially
So,
Disney because they're like taking away all the Fox and Disney titles from
Yeah.
midnights and things.
And they have some kind of deal with Warner Brothers. I don't know what it is, but
But
Studios are locking down and trying to make you go
Get their
digital. It
streaming.
sucks.
yeah. But Alamo still gets some really good stuff. I mean, they're
Yeah.
showing Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein on the week that I won't be here, but
Yeah.
that's pretty cool that they're showing an Abbott and Costello movie in a
Well,
theater.
Did you see AMC even has a streaming app now?
yeah.
Like, don't even go to the theater now. Just stay home and watch movies.
What are they showing on their app?
They started to put movies out. When I went to the movie a movie this week, they had like AMC Studios. I forget what movie it is. It's some dorky looking horror film,
Yeah.
like with an app or something.
But it's new and old releases, though. So, like, yeah, you don't have to go to a physical place. So they're even, like, kneecapping their own business. They're like, hey, we should just do this streaming thing that Disney's doing and not pay property taxes and leases on huge multiplexes.
It's all because Edward Norton called them out last week. That's the only reason.
Sucks.
Edward Norton's fault.
Streaming things like that is, I mean, what is AMC offering though? I mean, I know that they were launching one, but I mean, because even the Criterion one couldn't last Filmstruck. So,
well, they're
mean,
doing their own now.
well, yeah, but I mean,
They're offering confusion. That's what they're offering.
They're offering, like, I think the new releases. So you can just go see, like, Rise of Skywalker opening weekend at home. If you
What?
subscribe to them. Yeah.
That's a dumb idea.
do you think there's no way Disney would let them do that? Would they?
I mean, if theaters start going away and doing this, like, there's no choice but to.
I don't think they'll go away. They still make billions of dollars a year.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I looked at a little bit of the roster and it's like, oh, stuff like Venom and
Oh yeah, that's an old movie though.
There's a song that goes, "The times they are a changin'." Ron Burgundy never heard that song.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay, cool.
So instead of just guessing, we can.
Yeah, I guess we should
It's
actually.
called Yeah Movie streaming website.
What?
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's called Yeah TV.
No,
Yeah.
is that the TV channel AMC? I'm talking about the movie theater chain because
Yeah.
it was like AMC something.
Oh, maybe it is. Oh, AMC Networks. Yeah, let's do. They have to play in theaters for a period of 90 days.
That's
so
still
it's-
really short.
So it's almost like it's similar to the Netflix.
But Blu-rays come
situation.
out now in 3.5, 4 months. So
Yeah. No, well, it's getting ever closer to that Soderbergh model. This
But yeah,
isn't
it's-
in news,
it's just-
by the way, because we didn't know about this until just now.
it's $3 to $5.99 to rent the movie, $9.99, $19.99 to buy it. So it's basically just
It's iTunes or
Yeah.
Amazon Video, but with AMC.
yeah.
How many? Fandango has something similar to that too. Like, if they don't want the theaters anymore, just let me know and I'll buy it from you for $1 because it seems like you don't value them enough as it is. Oh well, I'll go as long as they're still standing.
It's weird that AMC is a publicly traded company. I don't know if I would ever invest publicly into a movie theater. Not that I mean, I do anyways with me going there.
But you're talking about like stock-wise.
Yeah, but stock-wise, you're being held hostage by what movies are being released.
Mm-hmm. Not just that, but also like fluctuations in the market. Something goes wrong. Concessions being driven down. Like concessions makes up a big chunk of their money because the studios take more off the first couple of weekends when movies are popular, and then when they just stick around, that's when they pick up all the loose change from their run. That's why like Inception was really good for our theaters when it ran there because that thing stayed around for 4 months. So like after the month and a half period, they got all the gross. So
yeah. Movies are coming out on Blu-ray, and maybe we'll get some Blu-rays coming out.
DVD releases and Blu-rays. Were you wanting Charlie's Angels Full Throttle?
Is it in 4K? Then yes.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Blu-ray and digital.
I'm waiting till it's Ultra HD.
But that cover looks unnecessarily 90s fun. I don't know. Like it's just...
Because honestly, Mick G only looks the best when he's in 4K.
Or when he's refusing to get on an airplane to do a movie. But you can also get the original Charlie's Angels in 4K. That's
the first one's fun.
I like it. It's fine. But Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is my favorite release of the week. It's our Warner Archive. This is the original television movie that inspired the Guillermo remake, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I guess okay then. But the biggest release of the week probably is the 2019 Lion King remake in 4K and Blu-ray. Steelbook looks pretty neat, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know what's another great one, though? Kino Lorber's putting out Trilogy of Terror 2. And you can get the little zombie doll stabbing people.
I remember seeing that movie.
That movie's fun.
Was that a direct-to-video? Because I think that was direct-to-video, and the first one was a TV-made movie.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah. But it's fun.
I don't know if I remember.
That first one with Karen Black's fun, though.
Yeah, no, it's really fun.
Yeah.
They used to care about making TV movies a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Those were the days. Well, we have TV movies now. They're called...
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Criterion is putting out When We Were Kings, which is the story about the Rumble in the Jungle fight between Ali and Foreman. If Criterion's putting it out, I might want to pick it up because I'm sure they'll make that shit look very nice. There's a DC animated movie called Wonder Woman Bloodline coming out. I have no idea about this, fellas.
The first animated Wonder Woman movie was pretty good.
That's the one with Rosario Dawson, right? Yeah.
I think she's reprising a role.
Ooh. We'll be talking about Rosario Dawson later, I'm sure. Kino Lorber's putting out another movie called Parasite 3D. Not to be confused with the new Parasite movie coming out this year. This is a horror movie, and it just looks like it's a bug and then the word 3D.
Nice.
Coming out at you from the creature's mouth. I'm not going to lie. I think I won't be able to sleep tonight. Blue Underground's putting out a movie called The Killer of Dolls. To which my question is, who would want to kill a doll? Unless it was a Chucky doll, I suppose. And then the Veronica Mars reboot first season is coming out on Blu-ray, so you can pick that up.
That's really confusing because it's actually the 4th season, but I guess it's the first season of the relaunch.
I guess they're just not knowing how to market that out. You can also get Satanic Panic on Blu-ray, which is a movie with Rebecca Romijn. I have no idea what the movie is, but
I've heard mixed things about it.
Yeah, but I've heard people like you and others say that they, yeah. Anyway, go watch that. Season 1 of Shudder's show Nosferatu with Zachary Quinto is out on DVD. You can check that out. I haven't seen it yet, but
I haven't either. I've heard good things.
I like the idea of it. And then, there's a bit of a heartthrob. Before there was a Cary Grant in the world, Ryan, there was Rudolph Valentino, and you can see in Kino Private's collection, they have the Eagle. He was most famous for being the Sheik, like a Sheik character, and the women would flock to those movies. And nobody talks about him anymore, and it's probably because he's just phased on in life. And then the David Crosby documentary, Remember My Name, is coming out, so you can check that out. And that is Blu-rays, motherfucker.
Cool. Unspool that movie news. Real news, REEL. Remember how clever I am with puns? I don't know if you've read this article on the Denver Westward.
It's real news.
So I guess on Monday, get your Star Wars tickets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that was one of my news segments. The tickets will be arriving. The ticket sales will be arriving soon. They will also be doing a marathon of all 3 trilogies. After,
That's brutal.
Dude, I did the first 2 trilogies prior to Force Awakens when they came out.
So what's that, 15 hours?
Yeah.
For the Force Awakens one?
Started at midnight that night before, and I stayed there that whole time.
Wow.
And it was
Good for you, Zach.
it was lots of fun. And you know what? I might do this one.
You're crazy.
Madness. This is Star Wars.
I did the Rambo marathon. I was like, yep. I don't know how people do like
I like
Marvel and
I think
Star
I'm going to
Wars.
do the Dismember at Westminster next week, and that's 4 movies.
Dude.
It's not sold out yet.
Marvel is interesting. Like, I would not want to do like the whole 22, but I liked how they did Captain America Civil Wars one, where they showed Captain America 1, Avengers 1, Winter Soldier, and then Age of Ultron, and then you watched Civil War. Like, and it was reasonably houred. Like, I only got there at like 9 a.m. and I was able to get through all of it. So, but yeah, all of this will happen right after a new trailer drops during Monday Night Football, which seems to be their whole bag. So,
Well, I mean, it's cross-promotion. ESPN's owned by Disney.
yep, that's true. But yeah, so that's some fun Star Wars news for y'all.
Yeah, that's coming fast, man. Mm-hmm. A month and a half.
The
2
end.
months? 2 months?
2 months?
Yeah, exactly 2 months, I think. December 19th, right?
That's insane. That's insane. We're getting Star Wars, and it feels like nobody's talking about it. But anyway, though, to dovetail off of that into some Disney stuff, we're getting a Mickey Mouse documentary from Morgan Neville.
I know, I saw that
Yeah,
today.
it's coming to Disney Plus.
They don't have a release date, though.
Yeah, but I like the idea of it
Oh,
if
no,
it's
it's
just
awesome.
focusing on Mickey as a character
wait.
and his pop culture aesthetic and the phenomenon that
I
he
can't
was.
wait.
And especially if you don't know who Morgan Neville is, audience, he did Won't You Be My Neighbor, They'll Love Me When I'm Dead, and he did a documentary about Gore Vidal and William F. Buckley and their debate on Dick Cavett's show. I believe that's what it was. Yes, it was Cavett's show. If I'm wrong, go ahead and tweet at me or whatever. I don't freaking care.
Idiot.
But yeah, he's a talented documentarian, and that Won't You Be My Neighbor is an amazing film about Fred Rogers. So you should all check that out. And the last thing on Disney's front is that I guess that live action Pinocchio remake is still a go, and we're getting Robert Zemeckis to do it. I'm down with that idea. I haven't really been keeping up with Zemeckis within the last year, so I didn't see his Steve Carell movie.
Yeah, he doesn't make movies that often. Actually, this is a pretty quick turnaround for him.
Yeah, so but he's a very talented director. Anytime he's worked for Disney, it seems to have worked out for him more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
like
remember
him.
his Christmas Carol movie with Jim Carrey that much. I don't remember it. I remember
It's well made.
I remember having a bad dream that movie would end with a CGI rapping Scrooge, and thankfully that did not happen. Again, I have weird nightmares. But moving on, though, if Brad, did you want a Galaxy Quest documentary?
I mean, the Blu-ray has a pretty substantial one. So
Well, I guess now there's a new documentary coming out called Never Surrender, a Galaxy Quest documentary that tracks how the film became a cult classic.
I'm actually surprised that's not like a huge special edition somewhere.
there's a 20th anniversary
Yeah, but
edition
there's not.
just now.
But nobody's tried to grasp onto it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no special documentaries or anything on it, is there?
Not until now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It sounds like it'd be like prime for a Shout Select or something.
Yeah, maybe they will. It's owned by DreamWorks, I think.
Yeah,
so maybe that's
which is in Universal's catalog.
Yeah, that's Universal because Spielberg sold it.
Maybe just Spielberg doesn't want to do anything. Maybe that's what he's upset about. Like most days is Galaxy Quest and just holding on to it because he doesn't want to give it up to anybody. I don't know. We've got some news about The Batman, the Matt Reeves movie. First off is the score will be done by Michael Giacchino. Which
I mean, he's pretty much doing every superhero movie. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Dude,
his Spider-Man score is awesome.
Dude, I like Giacchino a lot. His Up score is heartwarming and makes you cry.
No, he's a good choice.
But the biggest news for The Batman is that Paul Dano is going to be the Riddler and Zoe Kravitz is going to be Catwoman. I'm down with these casting choices. This sounds like it's going to be a fun rockin' time.
I'm interested to see what story they're doing. I think the idea of him going to Arkham is really cool. And, I always thought the Riddler, if you made him like the Riddler in the comics, would be an awesome on-screen villain. Where you force Batman to be a detective, I think would be really cool.
I think that's why he's going to be in the movie.
And, I mean, Matt Reeves makes really good movies, so I have faith that the movie will be pretty good. We'll see.
And it will truly be a planet of Batman. But, yeah, I mean...
Nope.
I like Dano. I wasn't expecting that joke to land. Not even close.
That broke worse than Batman's back.
You think that joke was funny, did you? So Alexander Payne had a movie that was being developed at it looks like Netflix, I want to say. I can't remember. He had a movie set up with Mads Mikkelsen based on a Danish journalist that just got pulled a week before filming. So pretty interesting because apparently the journalist who the movie is based on had a clause in his contract where he could pull out at any minute. So
before that movie gets impregnated?
I don't know. Anyway, but that sucks for Alexander Payne. Moving on, though, to people who will be, as far as we know, getting new projects. Ryan, your hero, the one and only, Sam, Gimme Some Sugar, Baby Raimi, is going to be returning to direct a horror movie.
Yeah.
Written by the guys who wrote Freddy vs. Jason. The project is being described as Misery Meets Castaway. Two very different concepts.
Maybe some secluded person on an island or something.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I hope it's Bruce Campbell just stuck on
Sam
an
Raimi's
island.
being a little cagey when they ask him about what's the plot about. So I like that. We'll see.
There was also additional news that I guess they found a director to do a new Evil Dead movie that he and Campbell will be producing, but they didn't say if it's a Mia story or if it's just something different. I would like Mia to return.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I like a Mia. But yeah, the movie will be written by Mark Swift and Damian Shannon, which I actually love their stories on both Never Sleep Again and Crystal Lake Memories about the making of Freddy vs. Jason, because those poor guys had to pick up some huge old slack. I mean, do we care that Jared Leto tried to stop Todd Phillips from making that Joker movie? It just kind of makes me even angrier at him than I was before.
If I was Warner Brothers, I would send him a letter, and when he opens it up, it's just really big words. It says, "Fuck you." Who cares? Does he really have to be told that nobody liked his interpretation of Joker?
No, but it shouldn't be a letter. It should be like a note inside a package, and in that package, a pie hits Jared Leto in the face, like off a spring, like in a cartoon.
And before he was the Joker, I read stories on the Hollywood Reporter that he's kind of a bitch to work with. And then you read stuff like this, and you go, "Really? Nobody is bigger than the franchise, and they don't care." Yeah.
Apparently, within that article, you read that, like, because this is coming off a Hollywood Reporter, and not everything's confirmed, so this is all alleged. But apparently, even Ayer didn't even like Leto's performance, and like was disappointed by it. So.
No, I was reading that he cut tons of his stuff out.
Yeah, for that reason. So that's why you didn't see all those shots that were in the trailer in the movie. It's because they probably weren't good. Yeah. But
teach their own.
People do like that movie, so I don't want to give them too much.
I like Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah. That's why she's getting a new movie that looks even better.
Yeah, the movie looks fun.
Yep, looks like fun. And Ewan McGregor is going to be a bad guy, and I like to see him be a bad guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's good and stuff.
He is.
Watch Christopher Robin in Fargo. The last piece of news, though, is that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a movie that came out in July, and around this time was going to be the release of that film in China. That is now no longer happening because the Chinese government does not like the portrayal of Bruce Lee. More specifically, Bruce Lee's daughter pled to the Chinese government to make them cut the scene because she feels it's disrespectful to her father. And the update of this as of late is that Quentin Tarantino is refusing to recut the movie. So
really, people can't take a joke. They do know that's not real, right?
Mm-hmm. I think the bigger issues is asking like, are how many filmmakers are going to rearrange and recut their films for international audiences?
If I was Quentin, I'd say no.
Yeah,
because here's the thing: it's people that are judging it who haven't seen it, and it's like a joke in the movie.
Yeah,
because who even knows if it happened?
Well, it's based off of just like it's Tarantino's version of Bruce
yeah. That's
Lee,
what I mean. Even in the movie, they don't even really say if Brad Pitt really did that to Bruce Lee.
Well, I mean, also because Brad Pitt's character is fictional.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
But at the end of the day, like, I mean, my concern is less with that whole situation because that's a whole other can of worms. The bigger thing is like how many other films get asked to get recut?
Oh, they all the
by
time,
the Chinese market. Like Iron Man 3 apparently has a whole other subplot in the Chinese version because it was a co-production with China to a certain extent. So, but yeah, we'll see how that all pans out because as of now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will not be released in China. So yeah, that's movie news unless I missed anything.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's news.
Pickle yards.
Tickle yards.
Pickle yards.
I said pickle. I said swordfish died to life pickles.
Alrighty.
You all right, Brad?
This is going to be amazing to listen to later.
Anyway, that's it.
That's enough.
One pizza.
Okay. Getting mad, Brad? You're like all red.
I was out in the sun today, so it's just coincidental.
Okay. That's it.
I'm just like I can't imagine someone at home trying to listen to the information that Zach is putting out. And it's like in the back. It's like sitting in a movie theater and someone's whispering behind you.
How much did it pick up when he was talking to me?
Not that much.
Okay. I was gonna say like which one is Ryan? I'll just slide it down every time he jumps up there.
It's C or 3.
Okay.
Sorry. So, but yeah, that's news.
Cool. We also watch movies throughout the week in a segment I call "Watching Movies Throughout the Week," or what we've been watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Or whatever movies. Brad, what'd you watch this week?
I was leaving space for the thing. This week, God, what did I watch? A lot of old stuff. Ninja Scroll.
Sweet. I haven't seen that in like 15 years. Is it still really hardcore?
Yeah, I forgot how badass it is. The 10 demons or 8 demons of Shimon or something. Totally forgot about that part of the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I just remember like the main guy and the girl.
Isn't that his job? Is he's going to go kill them all or something? I can't remember the plot really.
There's like this main demon guy who is supposedly dead. Like he had his head cut off.
Yeah.
And then he's got these demons of Shimon minions who are out to like complete his work or whatever plan he was doing.
And the rock guy is like Tessai.
Yeah, Tessai is the first one. He's got this badass like Thanos-like blade.
That's right.
That cuts through everything, and right away he throws it, and it just obliterates all these ninjas, and they just explode. And
yeah, I always remember the part where he's coming up with the like the homosexual guy, and he's like, "Let him go, Tessai." But I will kill him.
Yeah.
And then he gets the fucking blade in his head, and it's just...
Yeah. And the thing is, he's got like rock skin.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fairy pizza.
All right, that's enough. Last one.
Dude. Jesus Christ.
You did them all. Yeah, so he's got rock skin. That's why people can't defeat him.
Yeah.
But then I forget the main character's name.
Jubei.
Jubei, yeah. He finds some way around it. Like,
Yeah, I remember because that blade comes back to him, it like chops his hand off, and then the blade goes in his forehead.
Yeah, and then he like slides down it, and his like face cuts in half, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of other demons, like the one girl who turns into a snake all the time.
That's right. Gosh, man, this movie is so long.
And then the one guy has like the string that follows you anywhere, and like he can electrocute you.
That's jeez.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie in so long.
I mean, the story's not like, oh, what a great story, but
No,
just the art and the graphic nature of
and
a lot of
action's
it.
pretty badass,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. So
I mean, I have flashes of the film. That's why I can remember some characters' names, but the meat of the film I can't remember at all.
Yeah.
I just know he goes around and kills a bunch of demons.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Yeah. And they and then the one girl, she was a servant or something, and then she's an assassin, but she's got poison inside her. So when she gets bit by the snake lady, she doesn't get infected. That's awesome. And then the guy that they thought was dead comes back, and then they have to like melt gold over him to actually defeat him. It's like there's like a pirate ship at the end or whatever.
Yeah. And he sinks to like the bottom.
Yeah.
God, man, this movie's coming back to me now.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
I should get that movie. I haven't seen that in so long. It's been so long since I've seen it. I had it on video cassette.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
VHS days, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Adam had it too. That's how I watched it. Then I watched a couple comedies again, like This Is the End, in both Jump Street movies. Those are just funny.
You know, I've been jonesing to watch the Jump Street movies too. I don't know why. I don't know if I've seen ads for them, or maybe because Jonah Hill's been in the news or something.
Probably the whole Penguin news.
Yeah.
That didn't pan out. And then I watched a new Jean-Claude Van Damme movie called We Die Young. What's funny about that?
No, it's an action movie, I'm assuming, right?
I guess. He's sort of barely in it.
Okay, because the title made it sound like did he do a drama that I'm not aware of?
It's a little bit of a drama.
Okay.
And he is top billed, but he feels like a secondary character in the movie.
Okay.
It's really about these two Hispanic kids. I guess there's like an MS-13 cell in Washington, D.C. So they recruit these two kids into the gang, and they want to get out. So they use Jean-Claude Van Damme to help get them out. And Jean-Claude has like PTSD because he was a soldier in, I think, Afghanistan, where he accidentally killed a bunch of civilian kids. So he got out, and then he has this trauma. And so like that's why he wants to help these kids, is to like, feel better about himself, I guess. And it doesn't go according to plan. And then the action is really like incoherent in a lot of places. It just cuts to like all this different stuff to just make it seem more exciting. But you're like, where are we now? Like, who's getting what? And like, there's a shootout at this quinceanera, I think it was, or a wedding at the end. There's just the people in the family just scurrying for like the full 30 minutes after they like the police assault the house, and it's just it just keeps going, and it's like there was only like 20 people there.
No me gusta.
But no one's like made it out of the backyard yet. So it was okay. It's and he's not doing any kicks or anything. It's really just kind of rescuing those kids. I watched Away We Go because the film was supposed in 2009. I remember it being a good movie, but I remember just how good it was.
Yeah.
But I forgot what like most of the plot, and it's really they go to each city where their family is to find out where's the best place, because the parents are moving to France, I guess.
Yeah.
And they need to be near family so they can help take care of this accidental child they're having.
It's also partially about like they're trying to figure out like how best to raise a child. Like that's the overarching.
In each part of their family they visit, it's like a different aspect of like how to raise a child. So and they just see how weird and messed up some of like their family units are. So and then at the end, Maya Rudolph's character had like her childhood house the whole time. So they realized, oh, we should just be our own family here. Yeah. Without the rest of those freaks.
Yeah, John Krasinski's a really good actor.
Yeah.
You forget, but when I've been on vacation, I'm trying to get my comics back organized because I had a really bad habit of I'd get comics and not put them where they belong, and it's taken me so long. So I just put The Office on in the background, and he's really good in moments in The Office. And, when you see Away We Go or even, A Quiet Place, he's pretty good.
In his the game they have where his wife or his girlfriend wants him to fight more, so just out of nowhere he just calls her like a cunt sucker, like really loud on the train. It's pretty funny.
Yep.
And they're like having a legitimate fight, and then he just turns that on to like, oh yeah, you fucking bitch.
I need
all
to
in good
rewatch.
fun.
I need to rewatch this movie.
Yeah, I know. Since James brought it up too, I've been really wanting to watch it. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it in like 10 years, but I had the DVD, so.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw it was in the theater. That was a good movie.
And because I moved, like, now all my DVDs are like in a plastic shoebox under the bed. So I'm going through the DVDs being like, oh man, I haven't put this in like 10 years, so watch this now. And there's a lot. I also watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force the movie again finally, because that's only on DVD.
Yeah, that is.
I
love that movie.
It's so ridiculous.
Every once in a while I throw in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. One, because the episodes are like 8 minutes long, so you can just
blow through them really fast.
And I love that there's no continuity.
Yep.
They'll all die in the episode before, and then they're just back at hanging out at the pool. And
yep. And obviously that opening number about being quiet in the movie theaters is classic.
Yep.
The movie's just so random. And watching it again now, you just see it feels like they're just like there's no second pass of the script. Like it's just whatever first idea came to them. Because by the end, Frylock and Dr. Weird, at first you think that Dr. Weird is their creator, but then they reverse it and it's Frylock is their creator, and then suddenly they have a mom that's a 9-layer burrito, and then the movie just ends.
And that burrito is voiced by Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite moment is still the opening where it's like, my father built this castle. He said that weirds would live here for 1,000 years, and now it's being turned into fucking lofts.
And then all the placement cards at the bottom are like 2000 BC, yesterday, New York.
Yeah.
But it's like they're in space, and it says New York again.
Oh shit! Bruce Campbell is a chicken McNugget. I forgot
Chicken
about
Biddle.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he dies.
Yep.
Gets exploded.
Yeah, I miss. They used 2 or 3 years ago. They used to do Carl's Lock Pick of the Week of the Century for football, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I miss Carl.
Yep. That's all I watched.
Yeah, that's awesome. Zach?
Not a whole lot. Continuing on the Hitchcock kick, I rewatched Hitchcock kick. That should have been the title of the podcast, Cock Kick.
Yeah.
I rewatched Secret Agent, which is kind of like it's an early British film by Hitchcock that's not. It stands out only in certain moments, but it's not among the top British classics like a 39 Steps or a Lady Vanishes. But it's based off of a play and an article, and it's mainly about just trying to foil another spy's plans during World War I to end the war. It's a movie where Peter Lorre's the hero, or one of the heroes in the movie, so he's not like a bad guy. He does die at the end, though, because he was
Spoilers,
kind
fuck.
of...
The movie's like 84 years old.
I know. Were you guys really surprised that Peter Lorre died in a movie, though? I mean, I don't think you know who he is, but you. But it's just interesting because he normally plays a person who... There's a few movies where he gets to play somebody of noble merit, whether it's this or Passes to Marseille, but I just liked watching him in the movie. He's actually responsible for one of the scenes in the movie that actually kind of predicts what Rear Window is going to do for an entire movie in terms of the POV, like really focusing on perception from a certain point in the distance, and what you can do within that. The big problem of the entire film is that John Gielgud is in the movie, and if you've never heard of John Gielgud, you would remember him from Arthur as his butler, and he was a heartthrob back in the day, and he could have given two shits about the script. So he plays the movie super flat, and everybody else around him is doing a wonderful job. So it sucks when your lead hero is bland AF. But it's Hitchcock. It's still a great movie. It's just it's one that I if they did a Criterion or like a restoration of it, I think you'd have to do it from anybody other than Criterion. Or Criterion may have an angle on it in discussing John Gielgud's indifference in the movie. But yeah, I'll be probably chatting more about the espionage films and the war films at a certain point with this guy here. Cool. Because I think I chatted with you about it not too long ago. But if not, I'll do it again after this show. Sweet. But I got into a Marvel fit this week, and yesterday I watched 5 Marvel movies.
Wow.
Mainly because I had some time at work.
If I didn't have a wife or a kid, that's probably what I'd be doing.
I know. Trust me, my loneliness is my consequence.
No, sometimes it's the greatest thing. Yesterday I had to go to a birthday party for one of Kellen's classmates, and my wife thinks I'm antisocial. It's not that I'm antisocial. It's just I don't
give a fuck about these people.
Yeah.
I mean, and here's the thing: is because of my job. When I go to places, people always will tell me stories about the time they were contacted by police. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Did you speed? Well, then you get a ticket. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. They always go, people are speeding on my street like all the time, and I haven't seen you guys out there. Cool.
Yeah. By the way, Ryan, did I tell you my police story?
So I was doing this podcast with this guy, and then he got fired from Qdoba, and then he became a police officer.
True story, bro.
True story.
But yeah,
but I love having a wife. I love having my kid. Mm-hmm. But I realize that my favorite thing to do is to be left alone.
Yeah. Oh my god! I know you don't like this movie, but it's like Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood, where he's just like, I just want to get enough money to get out of here to go alone.
So I got Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And I'm trying to play it, and I'm like, I keep on getting I can't focus on it. The same thing happened when I had Breath of the Wild. It's not like Mario, Mario 3D World is amazing, but I could pick that up and go grab like a sun or whatever, a star piece, and then I could turn it off. It wouldn't matter. Now it's Zelda. You gotta sit there and like solve puzzles, and I can't do it when I'm married.
Yeah,
I love my wife. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, like I go to bed crying at night. But anyway,
I do too. My wife yells at me all the time.
So it's just for different reasons.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly.
But the Marvel movies I watched though, I rewatched Thor Ragnarok, which I would think it was the first time I'd seen it in a couple of years. But like not a couple of years, sorry, like it's been a while. But that movie still fucking rocks. I like how it's basically the beginning of Thor's arc, and Hulk's arc for that matter, for Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame, and kind of exploring how much
a turning point for the character.
Yeah,
sure.
And how much he's been through, and what are the emotional consequences of his actions up to that point. And then I rewatched Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that movie worked way better for me the second time around. Like it's such a fun movie. Randall Park is funny as fuck in that movie as the FBI agent. Because I like how he's trying to learn the online magic, and he's like, it's at his desk, and he's trying to learn it as they're like, we got a lead. Leads are good. One of my favorite lines in that film from Michael Douglas is when Ant-Man has to shrink down and they put a little hoodie on him so that he can run around the school. Comes back and they're like, "Hey champ, how's school today? You want a string cheese and some juice box? Wait, you have that?"
This is a good snack.
Yeah. But yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp still fucking awesome. And then Black Panther, still one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen, hands down. Actually was listening to the score a lot this time around, and that score is just fucking. I mean, like, out of the few good decisions that the Academy Awards made this year for rewarding movies from 2018, giving the Oscar to that score was one of the best choices they made.
The picture they have for the title page on Netflix is where Black Panther is in the tree and there's gun flash, so it's really bright and it looks really bad.
Yeah,
it looks like he's on a soundstage, which I'm sure he was. But
and you know what? I'm fairly sure that Netflix is having trouble playing it because it took me forever to start that fucking thing.
That's why I have the Ultra HD and I don't fucking care about Netflix.
Well, it was the only way I could watch the movie on at work. So, but yeah, that movie still fucking rocks. I like rewatching that movie and just getting into the world. I cannot wait for a fucking sequel. And then I got home, put on my 4K discs of Infinity War and Endgame, and did a double feature of that. And I haven't watched Infinity War since I watched Endgame. So I like Infinity War a lot, and I think it's a lot better in my head than it was when I saw it last year. But I kind of found myself eagerly waiting for Endgame as the whole movie was going on. But Josh Brolin's performance in the film still keeps me going. And then rewatched Endgame. That thing's every time I keep rewatching it, it goes higher and higher on my list, and it's fucking incredible. That final shot with Peggy and Cap still makes me cry. And I was mainly watching through all of these to be like, well, are these cinema? And my answer is yes, they fucking are. You know how I know? Because they use camera angles, they have stories, they have thematic elements that are true to both real life and also within the fictional world, and they have characters you can relate to. Yes, it's cinema. So that ends the debate, guys.
Yes.
Nobody can say anything else. I understand what your intricate points are. My point is that it played in a movie theater. It's cinema.
One thing I hate about that Scorsese stuff,
it's the Netflix thing.
Is but everyone says he's not wrong. No, he's wrong. Mm-hmm. You can say he's wrong.
No, it's. I think he's wrong. I understand what he's saying, but he's wrong.
No, I don't understand what he's saying at all. He's so full of shit. My whole argument is he's saying that they're invading cinemas. And I'm in my head, I'm like, dude, you literally have a movie that you're putting on Netflix, and you're putting it in cinemas on purpose so you can get awards for it. That's you literally invading the cinemas.
I understand that. No, he's frustrated that he had to go to this option, and that's
make better movies.
He does make good movies. He
does make good movies. What's his last great movie?
I think Silence is a pretty good movie, and one of our co-hosts.
You just said pretty good. So what's his last great movie?
Last great movie?
You have to make movies like
Wolf of Wall Street is pretty awesome.
It is.
I think Hugo's a masterpiece. I do actually. It is. It's pretty wonderful.
Okay.
You have to get movies that
it's actually a great 3D movie because it uses that technology properly, as did Avatar. But
anyways, Brad, you were saying,
like, you have to make movies that get people up off their ass at home and go to the theater.
And his frustration is that his movies don't attract audiences anymore.
Yeah, because they're dense and they don't.
They're not get outside to the movies on Saturday night. Which again, that's the only part.
His fault, though.
And that's because those are the stories he chooses to tell, and that's his thing. Marvel's doing a good job at making their thing, so why, get angry with them? At the end of the day, guess what? This art form progressively changes every decade. Like, not even every decade. Like, every 2 years it changes it to some degree.
I would also argue that Endgame has more emotional beats than any Scorsese film I've ever seen.
That's pretty fair. Because, and I know that a lot of that is payoff from a long series of films, but that doesn't mean they're still not effective.
No.
And I was sending you messages today, or it was yesterday, right? It was.
Someday.
I sent you text messages at some point going like, if Scorsese is going to make that argument, then he has to discount a lot of films that he's talked about in the past as being inspirations for his own oeuvre of work. Like, I use the example of Busby Berkeley. I love Busby Berkeley musicals. I think they're fun. I think they're inventive. I think they're unique. They are not dense thematically, but they have a place in cinema in terms of our history, right? Yeah. The point is that superhero genre is another genre that in 50 years is going to be upheld as a genre that has meaning and depth and definition. The reason nobody's saying that now is because everybody's afraid. It's reactionary. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that changes the industry has backlash. But this is time is a flat circle. Everything happens at once. It all keeps going. You know?
I mean, in the 70s, I'm sure the studios were like all these indie filmmakers coming around, like, defying the system.
Exactly.
He was the people he's ragging on now.
Yeah, you if you follow Hollywood, there's always there's always rebels. Mm-hmm. If you go Cary Grant kicking the studio system, and there's always these factions in Hollywood where they're against change. And is Endgame the best movie of the year? Yeah, it has to be. It's a culmination of 22 films telling a cohesive story, and it's 3 hours long, and it feels like it's an hour and 20 minutes long.
How many other movies like the franchise falls apart at the first sequel?
Yeah, there's 22 of them. 23, I'm sorry, Spider-Man. But it's asinine. It irritates me.
It's an accomplishment. Is it my number one movie of the year? As of now, not yet, but it's still on it's on my list. I understand that. But my point is that, you know, I like Scorsese. I like his films. I like the things he discusses in his film. I mean, I'm of the opinion that his oeuvre, it doesn't matter if the film's bad or not, it has something to talk about. But that doesn't, like, I think he's just being a whiny old man.
Yeah,
at this
and
point,
I honestly think freaking what's his fucking Jesus movie name?
Oh, Last Temptation of Christ
is a shitty movie, and everyone thinks it's so great.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Defoe's great in it.
Yeah, Defoe is awesome in it,
but it was just hard to watch.
Yeah,
I like that movie. I understand that not everybody likes it. It's not for everybody.
Yep.
But point being, like, and I'm not even trying to shit on Scorsese. I'm just I'm just trying to say, like, at the end of the day, like, look, if you're gonna say that, then how many other times have, like, within the past 50 years of Hollywood's history has stuff like this come up, and then it becomes a non-issue 20 years down the line?
Well, it shouldn't be an issue anyways.
Yeah,
I know.
I agree. No, I know. But it's difficult because it's just like, that's Scorsese's one of my heroes, but he's saying the wrong thing right now.
Yeah. Are we still on here? What you've been watching?
Yeah, no, that's all I watched this week. No, it was just frustrating me since last week because I was just like, I don't know, like, it had a bug on my ass because I'm just like, can't cinema just be all the things? Because that's pretty much what it is. Like, at this point, if it's showing in a movie theater, to me it's cinema, because there are many films that are not showing.
Just as what Robert Downey Jr. says about it. He basically calls him an idiot without calling him an idiot.
See, yeah, that's the best response to it. That doesn't insult the legacy of a long-time award-winning filmmaker and doesn't dispel a franchise that has given us emotional and financial satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, that's all I watched this week. End rant.
I go back a little bit. I watched a few Cary Grant films. I watched Sinners in the Sun, which is with Carol Lombard. Carol Lombard is the star of it. She is a Jezebel, guys. She's a model who stays out late at night drinking, smoking.
A harlot!
Yes, and her dad doesn't approve of it. This garage mechanic named Jimmy wants to marry her, but she says, you don't have enough money, go pound sand. And then she gets engaged to a rich philanthropist, and she realizes that maybe money isn't everything, and maybe Jimmy is a good guy. But this is only after her dad kicks her out of the house. He says, I'm tired of you coming home at 2 a.m. smelling like booze and cigarettes. Get out. Oh, if you're wondering, Cary Grant's movie, he's in it for like 5 minutes. And he's some dude at a restaurant who asks her out, and she says no, and then he leaves. Never comes back. It's all right.
She said no to Cary Grant?
I know. Can you believe it? I think it's his second or third film. He's still kind of, hey, he's there because he's good looking.
I want to make a Cary Grant movie now called Hey, He's There.
Yeah, in the 30s, the credits, there's only like 5 or 6 actors that are even credited.
Yeah.
And if you're number 5, you're probably not in the film that much.
Yeah.
Just like Merrily We Go to Hell, he's not in it too often. Merrily Goes to Hell is this dude is an alcoholic and a writer, and he also is an adulterer, and his wife is like, fuck you, get out of my house. And
we have a word for that back in the 40s. It's called a bum.
Yeah.
A bum. You're just a bum.
Yeah. So he leaves, and she decides she's going to have an affair too, and her affair she has is with Cary Grant, and he's in it about 5 minutes again.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. And then at the end, you know what? He learns the errors of his ways, guys. He stops drinking. He writes a successful play. This is what I love about 1930s movies is it's about an hour and 20 minutes of conflict, and then in like a minute they go, okay, well, I learned my lesson, and it's to the end. Yeah. I watched Toast of New York, which is actually a really great movie. Cary Grant's in it a little more. He's not the main character. I can't believe I can't remember the main character guy right now. But anyways, Cary Grant and these 2 other dudes are basically thieves, and they just swindle people out of money. And the main character, I can't remember his name. But anyways, he develops a scheme where he's going to buy all the gold in the United States and create a stock market crash. and so he basically becomes drunk with power, and he wants everything. So he tries to buy this actress, but the actress starts falling in love with Cary Grant.
Edward Arnold.
Thank you.
Yeah,
he's a great actor. So when he causes this is 86 years old, guys. I'm going to spoil the ending. Mm-hmm. So when the dude buys all the thing, and Cary Grant's telling him, "No, you can't do this." It's like a Depression era film where the rich people are the bad guys, and so it's basically rehashing the stock market crash, but in a different way.
Excuse me, rich people are always the bad guys, no matter what. It doesn't matter.
But the movie's actually I was actually surprised how good the movie was. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's one of the hidden gems in the Cary Grant things I've been watching, and Cary Grant's really great in it. Around this time, 33 to 37, he really starts turning a corner into being a leading man.
Well, that's when he starts getting a lot more notice.
Yeah,
I want to see this movie. It's got Edward Arnold, Frances Farmer.
Yeah, she's great in it.
Jack Oakey, man.
I'll let you borrow it. And the last Cary Grant film I watched was The Passion and two more. Sorry, one was The Passion and the Pride.
Frank Sinatra's The Passion in that one, isn't it?
Sorry, this is actually 2 weeks worth of movies.
That's all good.
And it's really well made. It's Stanley Kramer. He's a good director.
Hell yeah, it is. It's almost as if though he made the best comedy of all time.
Yeah, maybe. In it, Cary Grant plays a English colonel, and he has to get this giant cannon across Spain. It's during the Napoleonic Wars. Mm-hmm. Frank Sinatra plays a Spanish general, and Sophia Loren's in it because she's attractive. Of course, she falls in love with Cary Grant, creates friction between the two. It's really well shot. It's kind of boring. It's it's almost 2.5 hours long, and I mean, it looks great.
It's a Stanley Kramer movie, all right.
Yeah, well, but you think because it's a war film, you'd be cool, but it takes a little bit to get going. It's shot really well.
I think it's a situation, especially with Kramer films around that era, where like I find the plots interesting.
Yeah,
but I think that the pacing prior to the 60s is a little labored.
Yeah, it's because they're trying. The film is trying to create an epic,
an experience,
and around there, I mean, you got films like Ben-Hur, and where it's really cool to make really long movies with like epic.
Where you have an intermission and whatnot. It's a night at the theater, and it's a lot of it has to do with the emergence of television.
Yeah, and I mean, Grant and Sinatra are okay in it. You can kind of tell Grant's not 100% in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 57, so he's almost on his way out. I think he only makes 7 more movies after this.
Right.
I don't know. Like, he's good in it, but he's not Cary Grant good. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It's not a Kramer movie I revisit a bunch.
Yeah,
like I'll rewatch Judgment at Nuremberg, which is longer and more depressing, before I rewatch this one. But
that one's really good. But
it is a great movie. Kino Lorber just put it out on Blu-ray. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. And then the last Cary Grant film I watched was Alice in Wonderland, which was awful.
You texted me about this.
So Cary Grant is the Mock Turtle, and they literally cover his whole face up. Except there's these really creepy times where you can see his whole head inside the Mock Turtle's like costume.
Yep.
So he's completely covered. Gary Cooper's in it as the White Knight, and he's completely covered too.
Yeah.
The film is shot really weird. I think they're trying to make it like a lavish production, but it just falls flat to me.
If you look back, because what year was it? It's
33.
33. Okay, so this is right in line with this. There are fantasy films that try to get made between like 1919 and this and like before Wizard of Oz, essentially, where fantasy films look like they like came straight out of hell because of the way the costumes look and just the set design and whatnot. Oddly enough, the only one who kind of breaks that tradition is somebody like Walt Disney, who does the Alice shorts, where he mixes in the animation, and so the separation's different. But if you look back, I think it's prior to Wizard of Oz, there's a version of a Midsummer Night's Dream where Jimmy Cagney is in the movie, and then he plays the donkey in that. And they just put a big old donkey head on him.
It's weird.
It's
so
strange.
If you want nightmares, because it's staged really weird, it's all on sound stages, and I mean, it might be the most faithful adaptation of the book, because the book is garbage too. Sorry, people that like that story.
Lewis Carroll's crying.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't care.
Yeah. If you want to see Alice in Wonderland, watch the Disney version because it's at least enjoyable.
Oh yes, with Johnny Depp. Oh yes, everybody should watch that.
Yeah, the Johnny Depp version. So that's what I watched. I only have one film left. Not Susie, because I'm not going to spend $50 on a Jean Harlow movie.
So that's just going to be the forever lost one. But you didn't do every Robert Downey Jr. movie ever until recently.
No, I'm still missing some because some you can't get. It's really weird. He has some weird films.
But anyway, Susie, Susie we'll never see.
So the last one, and I'm going to end it poetically, is I'm going to watch Walk, Don't Run, which was Cary Grant's last film.
Good way to stop.
So I already started working on the article. Thanks, Brad. So hopefully that will be up sometime this week. It's taken me a lot longer to write it than I thought it was going to.
Now, what would you like to do next?
It'll be Cate Blanchett.
Mm-hmm.
I've already started getting the movies of hers I didn't have. I actually have a lot of her movies.
Yeah.
I have Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and things like that. So she has a really diverse filmography.
I know.
So I'm kind of excited. It'll be fun.
It makes me want to really watch the Where'd You Go, Bernadette movie, which came and went really quickly.
And I kept on trying to see it at the Alamo, so I wouldn't really have to pay for it, but I could never, because it's only good for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then after the first week, when it didn't do well, it went down to like 2 showings a day. And
yeah.
Whatever.
I recommend, after Blanchett, in 5 years, you do Carol Lombard. Because I think you'd have fun with that.
I might.
And you know what kind of movie you'll have to watch for that marathon.
So happy. Maybe that's why I won't do it. Also, this last week. No. Hurry up.
Holy Fear Pizzas.
Holy Fear Pizzas.
This last week, my wife and I went back to Telluride Horror Show, which the Real Nerds invaded for 2 years for their third and fourth, or second and third iterations. I don't remember. But it's way bigger now. They actually have a third venue, and that venue seats 460 people.
Dang.
And when I went there, I actually was going to see one more movie, but it was sold out, which never happened before as well. All the restaurants were open.
Late?
Yeah. There was
How late?
Till like 11. There was no point where there wasn't a restaurant open. And it was bizarre because we were there. Remember, it used to be a ghost town.
Yeah.
And
we had to eat protein bars in our hotel room after 9.
Right. So I didn't know what to expect. My wife and I got a hotel at the end of town. It's called the Hotel Telluride. It's really nice. But the Palm Theater is their high school like auditorium. And that's probably where they show like the Telluride Film Festival films because the screen was really nice and the sound system was amazing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was tripping me out because I took for granted being able to get into movies because every time we were there, there's 50, 60 people in the theater. I'm sorry, buddy. And when we were, we got a ride from the chauffeur at one time to go see this movie called Porno. And while we were going there, he said that it's a couple thousand people now go there for that festival. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of a trip, but really in a really cool way. I saw a lot of the people we saw there before, like Ted, who runs it, and a lot of people from behind the scenes, and they were all really nice again. Yeah, it's crazy. So I saw 4 movies there. The first one I saw was Wounds, which is coming out on Hulu pretty soon. It has Dakota Johnson and Armie Hammer.
Is this the movie where to promote it he put a bunch of fake bugs on the ground or something like
probably because there's lots of bugs in the movie. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, he plays this bartender in New Orleans, and these kids leave behind a cell phone, and the cell phone is like evil or something. I don't know.
So it's like Stephen King's Cell.
No, in Cell there's a cell signal and they turn into zombies. Some satan. I don't even know. This movie was
sounds
stupid.
like 47 Hours.
Yeah, yes, might be. So he finds his phone and he takes it home and he texts the guys like, "Hey, you forgot this phone." And one of the guys texts back, "Help me!" And then he gets text back, "This dude's dead body." And then Dakota Johnson hates him for some reason, and he's an asshole and he's drunk all the time. So I at the beginning, I'm like, "Oh, is this like saying something on alcoholism because he's always drinking in it?" Nope. Just there's bugs in it, and yep. I don't really know what happened in it. There's lots of bad acting.
The bugs represent shots of whiskey, and they
I guess
go
if
into
it's called
his mouth.
wounds, then it must be some.
Yeah, so there's a wound on this one dude, and they find this book called the Book of Wounds, but they never really explain what it is. It's something to do with, I don't know. And then Dakota Johnson, at one point, just staring at a screen that's this black hole or tunnel that keeps on going through, but it's shocking. She sat there so long she peed. It seems like it was made and written by a dude who thinks he knows what's scary, and it's not scary. It's just really poorly executed, poorly paced, and poorly directed. To create tension, he does, shaky cam. So there's a part where Armie Hammer says, "Oh my God, what's happening to my girlfriend, Dakota Johnson?" I don't remember the real names of the movie. Oh, Carrie and Will, got it. And so he runs up, and the camera's all shaking, and it's supposed to create tension. I said, "Wow, this is film school 101." Yeah. So it's just never worked, and the ending is trying to be creative, and it's just stupid. So yeah, if you want to watch that, Henry said he is looking forward to it. Whatever.
I'll have to check it out.
But there was people. I'd say the audience was about split in our theater. There's people that thought it was really gross, and I don't know if I'm just conditioned because I've seen so many horror films, and I'm like, whatever, this is stupid. So yeah, whatever. Another one I watched, my favorite one was called Scare Package, and it was Anthology, which is 7 different directors made 7 different films, and it's a really self-aware movie, and it was really fun. So it opens with this dude named Mike, and he's just walking to this fork in the road, and he's trying to spin this arrow, and it says abandoned, haunted, insane asylum or something. And so he's trying to point the arrow. And so this band full of teenagers comes up, and they go, "We don't want to go that way. There's an abandoned, insane asylum that's haunted." And then you find out that he's a dude in the horror films that cuts power or sends people the wrong way. He sets up like demonic toys. And so the film's really clever because at that point, so when he's setting up the demonic toys, it goes like, wow, 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 like the grainy film. And then it cuts to him like dropping them. He's like, fuck. It's pretty funny. Yep. And then he's talking to his cop friend. And she says, "How do you think I feel? I always shoot people in the left shoulder." Like, she can never kill people. So at the end, he tries to insert himself into like these babysitters because he cuts the power. And he ends up accidentally killing them, and he, this girl accidentally runs into a knife, so he pulls down a mask, and he pulls a knife out and sprays blood all over his face, and then the cop comes in and shoots him in the left shoulder, and it's pretty funny. Yeah, so it's really clever. The big wraparound story is called Rad Chad's Video Store, where it's this really douchey dude who wants to have a friend, and this little Asian guy named Han comes in and applies for the job, and there's a creepy dude who hangs around the store. There's a crazy one called One Time in the Woods, where it's just balls to the wall gore. Most of them are really, really good. I think it's better. I liked it more than Nightmare Cinema. It was more fun. But then there was 2 that, so after One Time in the Woods, where it's just like people melting, getting their heads chopped off. There's a part where this dude throws a ball and it hits a dude in the head, and it makes an explosion sound. The head blows up, and then it cuts to this one where it's funny. It's a werewolf movie or segment, but it seems like a huge letdown because it comes right after the high of this insane one, and then it comes back again. I can't remember the order, and then it goes to this Han dude picks up this movie, and it says post-feminism slasher female revenge story, and it's just stupid. And then it brings it down again, but then it picks back up.
Right.
But it's really fun. If you have a chance to see Scare Package, I definitely recommend it.
Okay. So would I like it having the shit out of Nightmare Cinema?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can tell it's limited, a lot like Nightmare Cinema, but I think it's a little more clever.
Okay.
But you have to be a fan of horror films because it's a lot of, hey, remember this time in a horror film? Remember this stuff in a horror film?
Okay, cool, right on. Well, I really like Nightmare Cinema. That's definitely on my top 10. So.
I also watched a movie called The Deeper You Dig, which the cool thing about this movie is actually made by a family. So the writers, so there's 3 of them, a wife and a husband and their daughter who's like 15, and they all directed it. They all wrote it. And it's really well shot. They cared a lot about the cinematography. And so that's what really impressed me about the movie. The story is ho-hum. It's this dude accidentally kills this girl, and then she comes back and haunts him, and her mom's a psychic.
Okay.
so she knows that this dude did it. I think the story's a little clumsy, but it looks really good. I mean, there's shots in there. I go, wow, these people really like the Coen brothers and Hitchcock. They do a lot of pitch black silhouettes with and one part of the screen there'll be color, like out a window, but you see everybody else moving in shadows. I mean, the effects are pretty lame. It's not scary, but I was impressed that it was a family that did it, and they all had their own thing. And the director afterwards is saying, I'm not very good at tracking shots, so my 15-year-old daughter does the tracking shots, and it is really impressive in that regard.
That's interesting.
And the last movie I watched was called Porno, and it's about this small Christian town movie theater. It's in 1992, and they show A League of Their Own and Encino Man are the only two movies they show. And then on Friday nights, they're allowed to watch any movie they want. It can be A League of Their Own or Encino Man. And while they're there, some crazy old dude breaks into the basement, and they find a burned out other theater, and they find a film that has like a satanic overtone to it, and it's a succubus, and she's actually real. And when you play this film, she comes out and basically brings out the worst perverted part of you. So if you're a peeping Tom or stuff like that, and then she kills you, like basically mutilates your genitalia by doing it. And it's pretty balls to the wall. It's pretty good. They have like the gore is great. There's lots of nudity because the succubus she's really attractive. And it takes a while to get going because they let the characters build up a little bit. So I liked that aspect of it. So yeah, all in all, those three films are really good. I'll never see Wounds again. The other ones I'll watch again. And then what else did I see? I saw Addams Family this week.
Was it fun?
No.
Okay.
Kellen really wanted to see it. Kellen really likes spooky movies. So when Laura and I got back, we went and saw it, and the whole time I said, man, this movie's really boring.
That was my fear.
And it seems like they're just setting up, like Charlize Theron plays Morticia. So they'll say, I don't want to go to school today, but honey, it's Ghoul Day. Really stupid puns throughout it. Nick Kroll's pretty good as Uncle Fester.
That reminds me a lot of the cartoon strips you see for Charles Addams' original creation.
Yeah, so I mean that's basically what it is, but they're just trying to remind you that Wednesday's really boring. And then they just try to okay, buddy. And so they just keep on trying to, I don't know. And then they have a loose thing of a plot where the Addams kids have to compete in this sword competition or you won't become an Addams. What in the fuck is this? I don't know.
To be honest, like my knowledge of the Addams Family extends in 500 different directions, so I've never been really clear on the cartoons by Charles Addams back in the day are literally just, it's no different than a Peanuts thing where you can kind of take it wherever you want, but be careful that you don't lose the spirit of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was more of a Munsters guy, so maybe that's why too.
Man, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, I know I'm not.
Those Addams Family's movies, though, that Barry Sonnenfeld did, are a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, no, those are fun. And this one, like the character design's really annoying too. I mean, why are some of their heads really?
That's Charles Addams designs. That's why. Like those are the old strips,
and that's fine. But it's really distracting in 3D. Yeah,
well, get ready because there's a sequel already set up for 2021. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I watched this week.
How is Snoop Dogg as cousin It?
He doesn't. He makes the noises like they do in the.
But does he do them correctly?
I mean, it's his voice is distorted, so.
Oh, so it's like
he does roll up in a Snoop Dogg rap, so they just made sure they put that in there.
So I thought that was just a trailer thing. So okay, that's in that movie. All right, I might still watch it anyway.
I mean, I'd wait till it's on Netflix or something. But
all right.
I was so bored in that movie, and most even kids movies I can get entertained in.
Yeah.
But it's like I was watching Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked. I just.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you though, like sometimes they surprise me. Like the Peabody and Sherman movie surprised me when I watched it on Netflix. I'm like, man, I would have watched this in a theater. This is fun.
Yep.
Two things I forgot. I watched Jexy.
The Siri thing.
Yeah, the her, but a comedy, I guess. And it's it's really funny when the cell phone voice, which I guess is Rose Byrne, is just being really mean to what's his name?
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine. But that's about it. Like, there's a subplot where he's just trying not to be a loser his whole life, and get with this girl who runs a bike shop. But yeah, other than that, the only really part I was entertained by was,
the murderous phone.
Yeah, not murderous, but she's like just really mean. Like,
okay.
And she rips on everybody. And what's his name from Ant-Man's in it as his boss?
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena, yeah.
Okay.
And he's an even bigger loser. So by the end of the movie, like the cell phone's transferred to him, so that he can like fix his life. Yeah. And then I forgot to mention in going around town, Jean-Claude Van Damme's Damn Van is having a 5th anniversary screening at the Bug Theater on November 10th to the day.
Nice.
That it premiered in 2014. So we'll be showing the movie again, this time with the new Bug screen and 5.1 surround system. Oh. And then the bonus features that will be on the Blu-ray. So you'll see like a 45 minutes of behind-the-scenes footage and then like another 35 of outtakes and bloopers.
Cool.
So
hope I can make it. I think I have to work that day. What day is it?
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, so hope I can make it down there.
I'll be down there.
At 7 p.m.
Yeah. As long as I get off on time, I can make it.
But I'll get there just in time, just so I can be like, made it.
And if you want to skip the movie, just show up at like 8:30 or something. So, if you've seen it, but yeah, it's a free admission.
But I appear in a commercial in the movie, so I've got to be there to see
yourself,
my brief glimpse of me. Like, my narcissism runs deep, guys. You have no idea.
You're in the behind the scenes shots, so.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, because
yeah, you were in.
Well, but I didn't do anything else on the film. I don't remember, did I? I didn't. No, it was just that commercial, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like an outtake of you guys running away that's like different from the movie. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm working hard to get the Blu-ray done for the party,
so you can have it for sale.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, to be TBD if the Blu-ray will be there.
It's funny. Just like when we premiered it, the day before I was shooting someone else's project, so I was really tired and didn't host the show very well. If you watch the bonus features, I'm clearly tired because I was up all night doing that. But this year, again, the day before, I'm shooting someone's music video, and also the movie wasn't finished for that screening, and now I'm worried about the Blu-ray not getting done for the screening. So it's just history repeats itself.
Yeah. Anxiety just all comes back.
Yeah,
full circle. Here we are.
Yep.
Speaking of history repeating itself, this week on Real Nerds Podcast, we saw Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
I like that. That was nice, Brian.
Brad, should people see Jay and Silent Bob Reboot?
Yeah, if you're a fan of those characters, and that in the Askew universe, I think it's a fun stroll down memory lane. It's a little rough to see all those characters older. It's amazing how much they've aged in 10 years. Shocking. But I wasn't really into the father storyline. It didn't resonate with me, obviously. But a lot of the jokes are fun, but it also seems like a lot of the cinematography is pretty lazy. It's a lot of just two shots, not that creative. And then there's
remind me of Kevin Smith movie.
Well, I stuff around Zack and Miri Make a Porno and Clerks 2, I think, are shot really well.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Dogma has some scale to it, and even Chasing Amy.
Dogma.
Chasing Amy has actually very great cinematography.
But this is very much just there's two characters in the frame talking for most of it, and then So I think if you are just a fan of the universe, you'll enjoy it. If you're not a fan, it's not going to win you over. So
cool, Zach.
Yeah. Kind of echoing Brad's sentiments of if you are into the View Askew universe, this is a fun return visit to some old friends, which this was for me. It was also weird to walk out of it and realize how much I had changed in so many years since the last time those characters were on a screen, which was Clerks 2 at this point. And while I liked the movie and had a lot of fun, and I think I was laughing louder than anybody because there was just so much stuff that connects back to that universe that I'm still in tune with on a knowledge level, my my reception of it probably wasn't the same. However, this is Jason Mewes' best performance in a movie, and I like the emotional core of the film, and we'll get into that in the spoilers, but I think it's a nice return to form for Kevin in terms of stories that clearly mean a lot to him. I like a lot of his work with outside of the Mewes universe, but clearly this world means a lot to him, and he puts a lot of passion behind it. So I would check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the movie. You know, I did miss these characters a lot. I had a lot of fun watching it. My one complaint is, while Jay and Silent Bob have always been drug dealers, this movie leaned really heavily into the drug aspect of it, which they never really did before.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Well, yeah, I know. But there are some really fun moments in it. And I agree. If you have never seen a View Askew movie, you will not like this movie because
you just won't get it.
There's way too many callbacks.
It's a big old in joke.
Yeah.
Which is not to interrupt, but that's why like this our screening was lightly attended, and this is like a Fathom event. So
it was fun. Here's a trailer for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
All right, you motherfuckers. I know you in there. Come out right now. Stop the motherfucking plan.
That son of a bitch doesn't have a dick.
He's got a fucking dick. He just got it tucked in.
Identify yourselves, motherfuckers.
I'm Jay, and this is my hetero life mate, Silent Bob.
Don't tell me you guys have no idea there's a new comic book movie being made of the old comic book movie you two are the basis for.
That old-ass star-studded piece of shit, that movie sucked balls.
Suck asshole, too.
Your Honor, I object.
I'll allow it. That movie did suck balls and asshole.
We got 3 days to get to Hollywood and stop this reboot from ever happening.
Boys, I had a baby. Jay, brace yourself. You're about to meet our love child.
I think I'm gonna need to see a blood test.
No, Jay. This is my daughter, Millennium Falcon.
Can you take us to Hollywood with you?
Fuck no, man! It's a tough-ass neighborhood.
Either you take us to Hollywood, or I stab you both to death on my own front fucking lawn!
And on that note, we cue the music.
Fuck!
I'm glad you guys are smoking back there. I was driving someone about a week ago, and he took a big shit. You have no idea how hard it is to get the smell out of pleather.
Yo, Methods.
Let's do this.
Fuck!
Yay. It's Jay and Silent Bob.
I just found out I have a kid, but I don't know how to be a father.
Anybody with cum can be a father, but only love can make you a dad.
How you gonna talk about love and you flinging cum all over the place? That shit's unseemly, bro.
What do you guys think about this reboot?
It sucks. There, I said it. And who's directing this shit anyway? Kevin fucking Smith?
Smells like this reboot went up in smoke.
Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Jay and Silent Bob find out there's a reboot of the shitty movie that was made about them a long time ago, so they're going to Hollywood.
The Blunt Man and Chronic movie.
Yeah, the Blunt Man and Chronic movie.
Because the new producers have also stolen their normal names.
Yeah. Which is
Justin Long as that
which
lawyer.
Justin Long was pretty great in that.
I couldn't tell if he was doing the Randy St. Randy character from
was.
Zack and Miri.
Oh,
I was just like, is he trying to connect those two in the universe? And I'm like, that can't be. It's just, it's just the same voice.
No,
but,
it's totally the same guy.
But I loved hearing it again.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my favorite moments in Zack and Miri is when he's doing all the porno titles.
And I miss movies like that where the setup is so stupid, where he has him sign these contracts and then he walks from one side. I
can't believe that worked twice.
Yeah, he walks from one side of the courtroom to the other because he went from defending them to prosecuting against them.
It's a Looney Tune cartoon. That's what the first Strike Back was. That Strike Back is a flat out cartoon.
Yeah, it's really silly.
Did you see Craig Robinson's name card? Because he's the judge, but he's Judge Jerry in Executioner.
Yeah. It's funny. Craig Robinson's really great in it.
Joe Manganiello's bailiff.
Yeah.
Just like,
Frankie Shaw just out of nowhere.
Yep.
The gal from Smilf. Yeah. No. But yeah, and then they go to visit. They go to visit Brody in the mall, and they cued. You know what? This movie had me hooked into, like, On My Good Side when they re-cued that Social song by Squirt Gun that opens Mallrats. I was like, man, I'm back in the fucking mode for this.
It was funny because Brody took over the Ben Affleck role.
Yeah.
Because he has the same lines as Ben Affleck in Strike Back.
Yeah.
They even have the same look at the camera.
Yeah. But he's basically doing both Affleck and his scenes from Strike Back because Brody's also in the Brody Secret Stash in the first one. But
Yep.
I like that. Like, gotta protect the store from all the mall rats. What? Like mall rats? No, there's literal rats in the mall.
Yeah, I love the sound effects. He throws something in
Squeak!
And then they decide they're going to go on the road.
I like that their favorite movie's How High.
Also, a fun update for Silent Bob is that he can communicate through text.
Yeah.
Instead of just being silent.
I thought that joke would get weary on me for a while, but it just always put a smile on my face because he's clearly doing bullshit texting on it.
Yeah,
it's just a fun thing.
Everything just ends up being an emoji, but he's constantly tapping the screen like he's writing out a diatribe.
Again, it's like a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
Oh yeah, their return to Mubi was really funny. Where he wanted vegan option, and so he did an eggplant. He didn't know eggplant is fucking.
Yeah.
She's like, sir, you're gonna have to come with me.
And all the welcome signs say welcome, CUM.
Yeah.
I love shit I love, Fred.
Fred Armisen.
Yeah, his character. They call him Merkin.
Yeah. Oh, and that follow-up when he's on top of the van, he's like throwing the hater tots.
That was a weird sequence because it looked like the store was just closed the whole time.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was
like the lights were off and there was no one in the drive-through.
Yeah,
but they were in the drive-through.
Yeah.
And then he's on the van.
But yeah, and then
he just hit his head.
Is he okay?
Yep. It's his fault. Fuck him.
But yeah, the scene, Matt Damon's portion is it's one of two moments where it kind of threw me off with the editing. I know why he's doing it, and it works within the scope of the film and its insanity and breaking the fourth wall and the meta humor. It just felt really weird the way they cut into it.
Yeah, I forgot to say, the pacing in the movie was really weird in places. It needed another pass at the edit. Because some jokes would go on too long, but then there'd be a gap. I don't know, just the timing felt really off in places.
Yeah, his rescue. Jay meets his daughter, Millennium Falcon. I mean, Shannon Elizabeth hasn't aged at all. She looks great. But yeah, and then the saving them from the KKK. I guess he was doing a knock on Glengarry.
Yeah, he's doing Alex Baldwin's monologue.
Yeah, and it's a funny moment, but it's also. But I mean, my mouth was open because I'm just like, is he really doing this?
It's wishful.
Cool.
It was a wishful fulfillment moment.
Yeah,
he's a good excuse for him to be able to do that. But yeah, that whole diversion because you don't see the girls get captured.
No,
and the van is. I'm not sure how they followed the van, but they do find it, and it feels like it's only 3 feet down the road.
But anytime you're gonna beat up some Klansmen, I'm totally down.
Oh
for
no,
that,
I'm down
regardless.
with being up the Klansmen. It just seemed really weird and out of place.
It's a weird insert in the movie, but
I still had fun. I think the Ben Affleck moment is the best part of the movie because there is that weight with him and Affleck, and that how he brings it back around that he's chasing Amy and it's his daughter. I think is really sweet.
Yep.
It's really well done, and it just and Affleck crushes it. He's such I think he's an underappreciated actor.
Yeah. It's a really good performance. It's my second favorite performance in the movie.
Yeah.
I think Muse crushes this film. Because when they did an introduction at the beginning with Fathom, and Kevin was saying something about you're going to see Jason go to a place you've never seen before, and I was like, what the hell is he?
The introduction, didn't they say stay tuned after the movie because there's more bonus stuff?
Oh yeah, that never happened.
And that didn't show up.
Yeah, no, that never happened. But
he meant the credit stuff, but I thought there'd be at least more than just the one scene, again, which is a great scene. The fact that they've been plugging the
gum in the
quick-stop lock for 30 years.
If they ended it on that and not Clerks 3, that'd be a fine way to end the View Askew universe. But no, the subplot with Millennium Falcon and Jay is there's a lot. I've read a lot of reviews that say it's Kevin Smith's take on fatherhood, and I assume it is. But I also have to believe it's a lot of it might have to do with when Jason Mewes recently became a father.
Well, it's really autobiographical for Mewes because if you know his story, he didn't know his dad.
Yeah,
his mom was a junkie who raised him.
Threw him in the closet. And shit.
Yeah,
like,
so
I'm not expecting every review to understand that fully, but because they may not have read the Me and My Shadow thing that was on his blog, but. I think Mewes has to cry in this movie, and it broke me in many places. Like, it's a great performance, and I never expected that out of the character. But my favorite moment in the film, other than
Chris Hemsworth,
that is hi, it's me, still a hologram. Rules still apply. Between that and Thor Ragnarok, I'm just like, give Chris Hemsworth fucking every job ever. But no,
the franchise got like 37 of them.
Yeah. But no, the Affleck scene is great. But I always maintain in my head that some of the best shots cinematically that Smith does is in front of the quick stop. Now I know it's not the exact quick stop as Brad was telling me.
It's a New Orleans faker.
But that opening scene, where Dante gets arrested and goes like, "This is about Randall, isn't it? I'll tell you where he lives." But at the very end, when Millennium Falcon and Jay are standing right outside the quick stop, and he's just like, I'm sure if I'm ready for this father stuff. So it's like, so I want to try it out, and hands her a cup of coffee, and they start talking about everything they've been through. And it was like, that's the moment where I was just like, man, like, I may have a different like outlook on Smith's oeuvre now because I've gotten older, but that stuff will hit me right in the fucking heartstrings every fucking time. I've always maintained that Smith is the only filmmaker alive today that wears his heart on his sleeve. I don't think there's any other director that does it as the way he does it, and in the style that he does it. Like, he's a fantastic writer for that reason. Yeah. But that moment outside of Quick Stop with them having that moment, I'm like, that's one of Mewes' best moments because it's him being emotional while still being Jay. Like, the character never leaves, even though it goes to an emotional place. It's pretty amazing. That being said, like, my issue with the film ultimately is the editing is a little off, which sucks because I think Smith is a great editor in his earlier films, and I think that's changed a lot over the past couple of years, and I don't know exactly what that's about. Well, I do. Yeah. I have my ideas, but
and I guess there's like probably another half hour worth of this movie that.
Yeah, his Blunt Man V Chronic.
I thought there was maybe more about that.
Yeah, and it left a lot to be desired. It wasn't that funny. I don't think it was that inspiredly shot.
Yeah, it felt like none of those characters were in the same room at the same time either.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally.
And there's a rule about crossing the 180 line, and Chronic and Blunt Man aren't facing each other correctly at some points.
Yeah.
They're talking on the same side of the screen to each other. It's really weird.
And the plot twist with the podcaster friend.
Oh yeah, that was
very weird. I don't mind it, but it was very much out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, so Millennium Falcon and her friends light the blunt so everyone passes out, but they don't.
Yeah,
it's just weird, like inconsistencies, and it just shows you're trying to be funny about dope, and it's not funny.
Yeah, it's a weed comedy. Like, that's the ultimate thing. Like, these movies have always been stoner comedies in one form or fashion, whether or not they operate
this one
as that all.
Really leans into
I
it.
know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what part? I mean, Mallrats, they makes them before they go on the love connection thing.
Yeah. Well, that's brownies. Oh no, they get them smoked.
Yeah. And I mean, what's Clerks 2 is they just deal drugs to those kids on the outside. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think ultimately it's just it's the slacker attitude that has permeated through those films, like since '94 when Clerks first popped out. Like, it is about hanging out and just chilling out, and the conversations are more key than any cinematic element to it.
Sure.
Although I think Chasing Amy, like I said, is shot beautifully, and it tells a great love story.
Yeah, and there's no dope in Chasing Amy.
No. I think ultimately it is just Jay and Bob in that, because the movie's not focused on that, but it has the same hangout quality, I guess. I don't know. Like, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, even though it's leaning into the weed element, and that's certainly something that doesn't relate to me much anymore, but I didn't mind it as much, but there's a part of me that's a little eye-rolly about it, but I also don't care. Because if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. Like, it didn't take away the emotional core. If it had distracted from that, then I would have been miffed. But no, it totally works.
Cool. Next week, we're seeing Zombieland Double Tap.
Yep.
Rule number 2.
Yep. Y'all have fun with that. I'm going to go make a horror movie in New Hampshire.
Just you and I, huh?
All right.
Yep.
Yes, James is going to join us.
So be it. Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I mean, I've already seen it. It is fun.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll probably see it at some point after I get back and tell you all that I hated it. I don't know.
You should see it because it's really fun.
Yeah. Is it better than the first?
Teasers for next week.
Bye.
I think after that is Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the red band trailer for that. It looks awesome. That Terminator's like running through like a police department or something, just chopping people in half and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
I hope so. It looks like the other movies to me, so my expectations are low.
And I mean, and it ends with Sarah Connor saying her job is to kill fucking Terminators. So I'm down. Tim Miller directed it, so it should be fun.
Yeah. And then Jojo Rabbit's coming out at some point.
Next week.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe we'll just punt that for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Because
we'll see.
November has some dead weeks.
Maybe. I don't remember. I'll have to look at it.
The Terminator, like I realized that like the trailer just sells that whole bridge sequence, which is like a bridge was the thing in Deadpool that like tied the movie together. So it's like Tim Miller has a bridge thing.
He likes bridges. Oh, and also I'll look for us to do some Denver Film Festival stuff.
Oh yeah, we got invited to cover that.
Yeah, we got invited to cover it, so we should be getting some screeners and things like that. So we'll be reviewing movies that are premiering at the Denver Film Festival.
Yeah. Oh, and stay tuned next week. There will be a new Shamley dropping before I head out of town. So.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Draft House in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.